Gonna be real vulnerable right now. Guys, I got cracked by a lame and I have to talk about it. Bro, if you're a virgin, and like, I think so, like, virginity is a social construct, but like, still, just don't be handing your kitty out to just any and everyone. Not everyone's gonna appreciate the value of good kitty. So basically, I'm just gonna walk you through like this whole thing because there's levels to this shit. So basically, it started earlier this semester. Basically, my friend met this dude and she thought that I would like him like as a friend, and basically we talk and stuff and we're doing like a little sketchbook tour, and eventually he's like, yo, I gotta dip because my roommates are going to fucking Chili's. So then we're like, okay, yeah, we'll walk you back to your room. So we walk him back to his room and he opens the door and I see one of his roommates and I think he's bad as fuck, hard eyes out and all. So then I keep it to myself for a little bit that I think this dude's bad as fuck. Eventually a few weeks pass and I am chilling in the lounge room with my friend, and he comes in offering us pizza. And I was in a pizza feeling mood, so I take a slice and we talk with him for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. He eventually leaves, and I tell my friend, yo, I think this man is bad as fuck. So then my friend's like, just go for it. So then I go from my friend's Instagram, like the guy friend, and I search for his roommate's Instagram, and I find it, and I follow him, and then he follows me back, and he messages me first. So then we're texting for a little bit. So then eventually I catch up with, the roommate of the dude that I thought was cute, like my friend, and I say, yo, I think your roommate is bad as fuck. And he's like, so about that, he thinks your friend is cute. Oh, so basically I still keep talking to the dude as if like I don't even fucking know that he thinks my friend is cute, but like it took a hit to my self-esteem, I'm not even gonna hold you, and I should have cut my losses. But anyways, basically we keep talking and stuff, and eventually we make plans. We were supposed to be watching a movie and doing Legos together. That was the plan, okay? So eventually I had to go home that weekend, and that plan did not come to fruition. I come back and basically he's like, hey, can I pull up? And I'm like, yeah, you can pull up. Mind you, it is 12 a.m. peak freaky hours. But like, I thought this was just gonna be an innocent little hangout. We were just gonna engage in small talk and get to know each other. No, the fuck it wasn't. So he comes over, you know, we're talking stuff. It's really, really awkward. And eventually he's like, can we move on to the bed and blah, blah, blah. And then like, he starts like kissing me and shit. Consensually, of course. Basically, this dude can't eat boxes first encounter. I was basically hooting and hollering on the bed with really no real purpose. And eventually, you know, he leaves, and I tell him basically after this whole encounter that, look, I felt really used, and he was dodging me each time I was trying to talk about it after. So, like, the logical explanation was to block him. But I couldn't stop thinking about him. I had a really, like, bad crush on this dude, bro. And, like, a lack of self-respect, low-key. So then I spin the block, and eventually, after a few nights, he comes over. And this time, he's suspiciously better at eating box. And it made me think, he's been practicing. And it wasn't with me. So then, I'm basically like, whoa, I'm tweaking. Because, like, there's other HUDs on the roster, and I don't know about them. And I don't want cross-contamination going on. So I'm like, hey, like, let's just have a talk here. Like, a real adult conversation. Like, are we fucking with other people? He's like, no, you're the only one, blah, blah, blah. But it took him 2 days to respond to my text asking that. So I'm tweaking, thinking I caught an STD. So then eventually I reply, because my MacBook sends the messages regardless of if my phone's blocked. And I get a text, do you want to keep doing it? And I was like, doing what? And he was like, seeing each other. And I was like, not if it's only going to be sexual. No response. A few weeks pass. I'm like, I'm really a horn dog right now. And I wanted to get it from the dude that I had been getting it from. So I was like, yo, could you, like, pull up to my dorm? Like, I'm really, like, ready to freak it. So then he's like, yes, of course. So then day comes, he pulls up, and no small talk, nothing. We just get right to it. Now, I thought I was going to be holding my virginity near and dear. But low-key, as soon as his lips were on mine, it was just, like, all common sense went out the fucking window. Which was really shocking, because every other time I did have self-control. But this time, I didn't know where my head was at. So basically, while we're making out, I'm like, I need more. And his box, his head was not good, bro. It felt like he was treating my clit like it was a chew toy. It was like, so eventually, you know, we start doing it, right? And like, he's like, it needs a little. So then I give it some, and then he's like, okay, get up here. And then I was like, okay, so like, what position are we doing? And then he was like, I mean, you could get on top. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, I want to see your skills. I told this dude after our first encounter, I told him during our first encounter that I was a virgin. What skills? What skills? any. He's like, that's fine. I get on top. Now, mind you, I'm going to preface you, this dude was talking a big game. Literally, before we talked, he was talking about, oh, we're going to be up all night long. I'm going to make you feel so good. I'm so excited, blah, 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 da, 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 this, that, and the third. Okay, it's game time, right? It's time for you to show your skills on the court. So, you know, I get on top, and, like, I'm on top, and, like, you know, we're bouncing a little bit. And I match my rhythm with his, and not even 2 minutes in, bro. I'm coming. I'm like, not yet. So then he's like, he literally abruptly just lifts my hips. And he's like, ah. And I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. And then, like, I'm like, can we go again? Like, what's going on? Now, I did not know that men had a recovery period after they nut. And I just thought you slip on another condom and we could just get right back to cracking. He's like, so it doesn't work like that. So, you know, we kiss a little bit, and I try to give him time to recover. He's still trying to get hard again. He's like, bro, I'm not getting hard. And, you know, I'm still up on him by this point. I get up in his ear. I can't believe I let you hit. And then he was like, do you regret it? And I was like, oh, not yet. And, like, it was an awkward chuckle from him. I was low-key being funny, but I was being dead-ass at the same time. So then eventually, you know, he's trying to eat me out again, but, like, I don't want my clit being bitten. So I'm like, you know, it's fine. Like, let's not. So then eventually I'm, like, looking sad because I was like, wow, this was not what I expected. Like, where was this game you were talking about? So then basically, he does not linger long. He does not cuddle me or anything. And, like, the previous other times, he would, like, lay with me for a little bit. But no. This motherfucker, he literally got up off the bed, and then he was dressed. He talked to me for 2 minutes, and he was out the fucking door. Don't let these lames crack, bruh. Literally, like, save sex for someone that you love. And, like, I'm not, like, upset by this encounter, because, like, I did want him to, like, crack, like, low-key, but, like, this was just not what I envisioned, you know? So just, honestly, just save it, bruh. It's not even worth it. He's so fucking lame.